Hey boys and girls, today we're going to be talking about teamwork. Why is teamwork important? These bikers are teaming up to explore nature. They are in a bike race in a park. Teaming up helps them in many ways. Teamwork helps them travel further and faster than they could travel on their own. Teaming up keeps them safe. If someone gets hurt, there is someone there to help. In this picture, I'm noticing that they're both on the same bike, which is pretty cool. They're both able to pedal, so they're getting where they're going faster, and they're probably really helping each other since they're both getting to pedal. Think about jobs where people team up to explore. Think about a time when you were on a team and you worked with other people. All right, let's look at our vocabulary words for this week. Our first word is exploration. We studied plants during our exploration of the forest. The word exploration means the act of looking closely. So in that picture, you can see that maybe it's a little boy and his dad. They are looking closely at something in the forest. The next word is important. It is important to get a good night's sleep. The word important means having great meaning. If something is important, it has great meaning. Machines. Machines make it easier to cook in our kitchen. Machines are devices made of parts that do a job. What are some machines in your kitchen? You may have said a oven, a microwave, a washing machine, a toaster. What else? A blender, a mixer. There's machines all around us. Prepare. Hitting balls help Ben prepare for his baseball game. The word prepare means to get ready. We prepare for things every day. Whether we're going somewhere or getting ready for bed, we have all kinds of things that we have to do to prepare. All right, our next word is repair. The plumber will repair the broken sink. Repair means to fix. When you repair something, you fix it. Result. The tree fell over as a result of the storm. Result means something that happens because of something else. So because there was a storm, the trees fell over. That was the result of the storm. Scientific. The meaning of that word is relating to science. So our sentence says, our scientific study helped us learn about rocks. And I noticed that in the word scientific, the root word is science. So that really gives me a clue that it's going to be about science. Teamwork is our last word. It takes teamwork to win a baseball game. Teamwork is the combined effort of a group. When you work together, you are using teamwork. Something that you can do on your own at home, maybe in your journal, or you could type it on if you have a device, is to pick 3 of your vocabulary words and write 3 questions for someone to answer. So if you would like to, you could pause this video and write your 3 questions with 3 of your vocabulary words, and then you can continue after you do that. All right, we're going to look at our story for this week, and I really like this story. You can tell just by looking at the picture, do you think it's going to be a true story or a fake story? Good, you're right. It's going to be a true story because I can tell that this is a real picture of someone. Our genre is expository text, which means that it gives facts and information about a topic, and it could have photos, captions, and maps, which we already see that it has photos. And like we said, these are real photos. The title is Dive Teams. And our essential question again is, why is teamwork important? We're going to read about a team of divers who work together to explore a sunken ship. And I don't know about you, but that sounds pretty cool to me. So we're going to get started in listening to our story, and I want you to follow along as they read it.
Imagine exploring the underwater world of the ocean. Perhaps you want to see how sea animals live, or you may hope to search for sunken ships. That is just what Gloria did. Gloria has always lived close to the sea in California. She swam and surfed at an early age. She became interested in the ocean. So Gloria became an expert diver. She decided to join a dive team to find sunken ships. What would her job be? Each job on a dive team is important. One serious job is using machines the dive team needs. Another job is to repair or fix these devices when they don't work. Gloria is an experienced photographer, so she decides to photograph what the team discovers underwater. Gloria and her team search for the sunken ship.
All right, so let's stop and ask ourselves some questions about what we've read so far. Why might you explore the ocean? What did Gloria want to look for in the ocean? The author tells us that you might explore the ocean to see animals or to find sunken ships. Gloria wanted to find sunken ships. In paragraph 1, the author tells us that Gloria wants to search for sunken ships. And then in paragraph 2, it explains how Gloria is able to do this. She joins a dive team. It also tells us that Gloria wondered what her job would be. In paragraph 3, it tells us about jobs on the dive team and that Gloria's job is to be the team photographer. So that's pretty cool. She must have been one of the ones that took this picture underwater since that was her job. Let's keep reading.
Teamwork is important for a dive team. Team members depend on one another. They divide up the tasks and each person helps to get the job done. Gloria's team learns about a ship that sank over 100 years ago. No one has ever found it. They decide to make a scientific study of it. The team reads information and studies a map where they think the ship sank. They are excited about their exploration. The captain, another team member, takes them by boat to their map location. He stays on the boat where he can communicate with the divers. Before the team dives, they prepare for their special jobs. To get ready, Gloria puts on her diving suit and gear and makes sure her camera is ready to take photographs. Florida, Tallahassee, Tampa, Miami. Map key. Red star, home base. Anchor, shipwreck. Dotted line, route. This map shows the route Gloria's team takes to the shipwreck.
All right, let's look at that map a little bit closer. I'm going to zoom in. So this is a map, which is one of the features in an expository text. Sometimes we see maps. So in this story, they're giving us a map of the state of Florida because that's where this dive team is. And this is a key, and it gives us important landmarks on the map. So the star, which is Tallahassee, stands for home base, which is also the capital of Florida. And the anchors mean that there is a shipwreck there in the ocean. And where we see the dots, that's the route. So this is the route that Gloria's team took to get to that sunken ship. So they started over here in Tallahassee and they took the route to that sunken ship. Very cool.
Now the divers jump into the water. As they swim deeper, it gets darker. A team member turns on a flashlight. This helps the divers see where they are going. Finally, one team member spots the ship. He uses an aquatic microphone to talk to the team. Gloria takes pictures as teammates measure the ship. Another teammate watches for sharks and other dangers. After an hour of exploring, the person with the flashlight leads the way back to the boat. The team now has important results from their discovery to share. Gloria thinks, "I will always remember this dive." The team believes the ship Gloria heard about sank near other known shipwrecks off the coast of Florida.
Okay, so I hope you liked that story. It gives a lot of good information and tells us a lot about the dive team. So, why is teamwork important for exploring shipwrecks? Would you enjoy being part of a team that explores shipwrecks? Explain your answer. So if you'd like to pause this video right now, you could write those answers down or explain it to a parent, grandparent, whoever you are with today. We're going to take a closer look at our skills for this week. Our first skill is summarize, which is one that we've talked a lot about before we got out of school. To summarize what you read, you use your own words to tell the most important parts of a selection. So when we summarize a story, we don't tell every single thing that happened. We just tell the most important parts, the big parts. So you could probably stop right now and summarize the story that we just read, or you could go back and reread it and then summarize it. Because remember, sometimes we have to reread to help us understand what we have read. Our next skill is main idea and key details, which we've also talked about before. So the main idea is the most important point an author makes about a topic. Key details tell about and support the main idea. So the details, that things that we notice and things that we see happen in the story are the details, and all the details together make up the main idea. So one detail is there are many jobs on a dive team. Okay, what's another detail from this story? Okay, you could specifically tell me what some of the jobs are. What did they do? They worked together to go and explore sunken ships. There's all kinds of different points that we noticed and we learned about in the story. And one thing that I'm noticing that all of our details will have in common is that they used what? Teamwork. So teamwork and working together and cooperating is kind of like our main idea for this story. It's all about teamwork and how they worked together. And we talked about our genre is expository text, which can also be called informational text. It gives facts and information about a topic, and it may have photos, captions, and maps, which this story did. A map is a flat picture of a part of the earth. And then we also talked about the map key, which tells us what the symbols on the map mean. All right, and our last skill, which is our vocabulary strategy, is Greek and Latin roots. Word roots can help you understand what a new or unfamiliar word means. Many word roots come from the Greek and Latin languages. So the first word we're going to look at is the word divide. I see the word divide and I'm not sure what the word means. I know that div, is a Latin root that means separate. Divide must mean separate something. So by looking at that word divide and knowing that div means separate, it helps me figure out what the word divide means. Let's look at this word right here, location, which was also in our story. The root L-O-C, loc, means place. The root loc means place. So location must mean what? a certain place. Remember is our next word. The root mem, M-E-M, means memorable. So the word remember is when you have a memory of something that was memorable to you. When you remember something, you're thinking back of a memory that has happened to you. Remember it. Okay, and now we're going to look at a video that goes along with Greek and Latin roots because that is a new skill for us in second grade that we haven't talked a whole lot about yet. We've talked about root words, but we're going to watch this video that will tell us a little bit more about Latin and Greek root words.
You already know that prefixes are groups of letters that come before a word that change the meaning of the word, and that suffixes are a group of letters that come after a word to also change the meaning of a word. In this video, we will look at the main words, or the root words, that prefixes and suffixes are often attached to. It's important to know word origins, or roots, to help you spell, read, and understand the meaning of words. When you know the Latin, Greek, or French meaning of the word, you will better understand the English meaning. Be careful though. Not all root words are words by themselves. Many need prefixes or suffixes to be actual words. Let's look at some example of root words. The root word by is Greek for to or twice. Can you figure out how to read these words then? Can you also figure out their meaning? Since cycle means to pedal in a circular motion, and by means two, this word means two pedals in circular motions. We know it as this object. We ride with two pedals and also two wheels, called a bicycle. Since focal has to do with focusing the eyes, and bi means two, this word means two lenses used to focus with the eyes, or bifocals. Let's look at another root word. Inter is the Latin root meaning between or among. The word international then means between nations. The word internet means between networks. Fun, isn't it? Ist is a Latin root word, specifically from the French, that means someone who does. In English, we have dropped the final E in this root. A person who styles is called a stylist. A person who works with flowers is called a florist. A person who plays the guitar is called a guitarist. What would a person who cares for teeth be called? Yes, a dentist. Dent means teeth in French as well. Do you see how knowing the meaning of root words helps you understand the meaning of the whole word? It will also help you spell the words when you want to write them. Here are some common root words. Can you guess their meanings? It would be impossible to memorize all the root words in the English language, but you can practice some of the more popular roots in our fun games. Until next time, always be clever.
All right, boys and girls, that's all for today. I hope you have a great week, and we will talk to you soon. Bye.